Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death. That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
I'm back from the beach, baby. What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 117 for all the folks that are keeping track with the True Capitalist broadcast. And, of course, before we get into anything, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire, all right? Spread it around like wildfire, I say. The True Capitalist Radio broadcast, because we are broadcasting live. All right, this isn't some archive episode. This isn't some garbage that some jagoff put on YouTube and got popular, all right? This is live True Capitalist Radio. I hope everybody's appreciating the broadcast. Spread it around. There's all kinds of little buttons underneath the player there, folks, all right? All kinds of little buttons, little Facebook like buttons. They got all kinds of little tweet this buttons, share this buttons. Use and abuse those damn buttons, baby. You know it and I know it. Anyway, folks, since the beginning of the show, you know we go over the markets, folks, and if you'd have listened to me last week, you'd have been making a little bit of capital, you know? I mean, when everybody was running scared out of the equities markets, what was I saying? What was I saying? I said this is a good time to bottom feed. That's exactly what I did. And let me tell you, if you've been bottom feeding out here at some of these stocks, you'd have made some serious money today. No BS, all right? This is what I keep telling everybody. When you see everybody running scared away from the equities markets, when everybody from the stock market is like, oh, God, I got to sell my shares. I don't know what's going on. That's when you should start entertaining plays. That's when you should start eyeballing certain stocks. I mean, don't you understand that Warren Buffett, folks, you know, I know that Warren Buffett's a little long in the tooth, all right? I mean, I know that he's, the Lubrizol, David Sokol incident, all right. I'm willing to overlook that nonsense. He's old, all right? He's old. But the bottom line is, folks, is that he is the second richest man in the world based on trading stocks exclusively. And there's no reason why you, as an individual who's possibly working, who's out there making some capital in any fashion possible, there's no reason why you can't diversify the capital that you're generating with whatever job that you have into these types of plays. And this is why I do this broadcast in hopes of letting everybody know out there that if you want to be a capitalist, the only thing that you have to do is, instead of going out to the club every weekend, every time you get paid, and blowing your goddamn check on $12 Mai Tais with bimbos showing their ass cheeks and their tits out of their chest and all that other nonsense, instead of doing that, all right, taking a step back a little bit and start realizing that I need to stack my chips, flip my chips, all right, go out there, diversify my investments, and become a capitalist. Let me tell you something, folks. This past weekend, I was out there at my private condominium out there off the coast of Texas, folks. I'm not mentioning where it is, folks, but I spent the weekend out there. Excellent weekend, baby. It was on the beach side. If you know my YouTube channel, you know the condominium that I'm speaking about in question. But I had a great time out there, and I just didn't really want to leave, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I did not want to leave, but you know what? All things come to an end. We got to come back out here. We got to continue to flip our chips, not to mention that we had some renters, rent out the next couple of months. So it's money in the bag, baby. Woo! Oh my God! But anyway, what I wanted to mention is that I stocked my weekend bar regimen up, pretty extensively with alcoholic beverages, libations, beers specifically, folks. And let me tell you, during the show, I actually have so many beers here. I wanted diversification, just like my portfolio. You understand? I wanted diversification, so I bought a whole gang load of beers. A whole gang load of beers. And I know some of you ass clowns when I tweeted when I was out there on the beach, looking at the damn oceanside moonlight there. I know a bunch of you idiots were clowning that I was drinking Red Stripe, man. That's right, the Red Stripe coming straight from Jamaica. Baba Turanga. You people were sitting over here clowning me because I was, sipping on some Red Stripe out here, all right? And I don't really understand why you were tripping because, obviously you idiots have never bought a six-pack of Red Stripe. It's freaking $9 a six-pack, you stupid milky lickers, all right? And not to mention, it's got a pretty decent tropical flavor to it, even though a bunch of Rasta Ganja individuals, partook in the creation of this particular libation. But anyway, I am going to open up a Red Stripe just for you idiots out there that clowned me for actually, partaking in it when I was out there on the beach chilling like a villain, all right? Let me go ahead. Give me a drink. Give me the damn drink. All right, here we go right here. Let me go ahead and open this up. This is a Red Stripe, baby. Those short and stubby bottle. That's right, man. I'm from Jamaica. My name's Buju. I smoke a Rasta Ganja straight from where the green grass grow. Anyway, this is some good stuff. I'm opening up right now. Let me go ahead and open up. God damn it. Open up the son of a bitch. There we go. And let me tell you, I got like at least, I can't even count how many different kinds of beer that I've got available here to drink this evening, folks. So if you're chilling with me, babes, it is great. I feel great. I mean, I'm talking in different tongues, for Christ's sake. I feel so great after that beach experience, and not only that, I'm drinking some good beer here. $9 a six-pack, Red Stripe. All you idiots clowning me, shove it up your ass. Go ahead and take a drink here. Let me go ahead and get to the markets. Then I want to hear your calls, all right? Good stuff. You wouldn't expect that coming out of a short, stubby bottle. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, we all saw increases in all the equities markets, folks. Dow Jones Industrials closes out today at 12,043.60 points. That's an increase of 108.98 points, a percentage increase of 0.91%. So if you would have done some bottom-feeding opportunities last week, you would have been making some serious money at this point in time. S&P 500 also closes up on the plus side. It closes out at 1,280.10 points, an increase of 11.65 points, a percentage increase of 0.92%. NASDAQ closes out today on the upside once again, an increase of 35.9 points. A percentage increase. It was the biggest gainer in the equities markets, 1.33% on the day, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,688.28 points. All right, let's go ahead and get to the commodities. We already went through the equities. Let's get through the commodities, folks, because that's a gauge on what we're going to pay at the supermarket, at the gas pump, so on and so forth. We did see some decreases with the exception of the folks in Brent crude. And, of course, for the folks that don't know who consumes Brent crude, it's our fellow brethren out there in the Asian and European parts of the international community that consume this. Unfortunately, they saw an increase in their oil. It is up $1.59. That's a percentage increase of 1.51%. Closing out today at $106.71. Per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline futures are up. You understand? They are up $3.25. That's a percentage increase of 0.37%. Heating oil futures are up $2.07. That's a percentage increase of 0.75%. Natural gas futures are up modestly at 3 cents, a percentage increase of 0.78%. And WTI sweet crude, we saw some definite volatility in this particular futures market, but inevitably we saw it creep up towards $91 a barrel again. But right now it's at $90.89 a barrel. It is down 27 cents, percentage decrease of 0.30%, for Christ's sake. All right, Jesus Christ. Let me get another drink, for Christ's sake. Let me have a drink. Jesus Christ. What are you doing, engineer? For Christ's sake, give me a drink. All right, here. Anyway, let me take a drink here, folks. Once again, it's True Capitalist Radio that you're listening to. Please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that we're in effect in the house. As you know, I've been sipping on the sauce here. Please forgive me if I'm a little flustered, but, I'm living lavish, baby. That's what I love to do. That's what you should be doing. Instead of sitting over there, chafing your Peter Popper, playing with it with disgusting, despicable internet porn, what you should be doing is trying to utilize your energies to try to figure out how you can live lavish, baby. Anyway, let me get this drink here. Good stuff, baby. Good stuff. Anyway, let's get to the agricultures. Canola futures are down 70 cents. Cocoa, which is the main component for chocolate, it is up $36, a percentage increase of 1.21%. And we've been seeing gradual increases in the cocoa futures. I've speculated that the reason that we're seeing it is because it's hot as a son of a bitch out here in America, and a lot of people are going to popsicles and shaved ice and ice cream sandwiches and then all this other nonsense to cool off out here. You understand? I mean, it's not a joke. So I think that's why you're seeing an increase in this, particular future sector, if you want my opinion. But let's continue on. Coffee is up 55 cents today. Corn is down. Yes! It's about time that we see corn down, for Christ's sake, folks, because I'm sick and tired of these increases in corn. All right, and once again, the Senate has tried to take away the government subsidies that I have been discussing time and time again that are increasing. They're artificially increasing the price of corn because what the government is doing is spending our tax dollars to subsidize this idea of turning perfectly good food into ethanol so that we can fuel gas guzzlers as a so-called quote-unquote alternative energy source. All right, that's what we're doing. Now, right now, the Senate tried to cut off its funding, but as we speak, we have ethanol, what do you call those dumb assholes, lobbyists out there right now, all right? We've got lobbyists out there right now trying to grease the palms of these soulless cash whores out there in Washington so that they can continue to sustain their tax-funded subsidies. I kid you not. And this is what's driving the cost of corn up, for Christ's sake. It's horrible. It's disgusting, all right? I like corn, all right? I like corn. Not to mention that if you look on the ingredients portions of anything that you consume, it's got a little bit of corn in it. High fructose corn syrup, some kind of corn vegetable oil in it. You understand? I mean, when you see an increase in corn, you see that also added to a bunch of commodities that we consume. You compound that with the amount of money that's going up in the petroleum sector, which is relayed on the price of the consumer because it takes gas to take the products from point A to point B. I mean, this is what causes the rise of increase of everything, folks. That's what you need to realize. That's why you have to understand how the economic capitalist system works, for Christ's sake, all right? It's the way it is. And if you're too lazy to do it, don't sit here and piss and moan that, man, it's not fair, baby. I don't know what you're talking about, baby. All I know is I need the money. I need government money for my kids, baby. That's all I know. I just know this. I need the money for my kids, baby. And that's it. I mean, so I don't get it. So anyway, let's continue going, please. Cotton is up modestly 7 cents today. We've got wheat futures down $20.25. That's a percentage decrease of 2.64%. Sugar is down after seeing, rises in that particular market last week. It's down modestly 9 cents. a percentage decrease of 0.35%. Soybean futures are up $5.75. Lumber is down modestly 10 cents. Oat is down $7. Oat